Hey, sweetheart, I'm home. Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to be so loud. I didn't see you in here. Even if it was just a half day at work, it's nice to be back home with you. It was super busy, I guess. I don't know. Come here. Snuggle up with me while we chat. And I'll pet those cute little ears of yours. You'll warm me up in exchange, right? I'm sorry. I can't help that it's cold outside and that I'm always cold anyway. Or that you, sweetheart, are really hot in both senses of the word. It's almost unfair how soft you are. Does this feel nice? Good. But yeah, it wasn't super busy. The office was pretty quiet actually. A handful of people, including that one annoying girl I complained about a lot, had taken the day off. Yeah, but I'm the only one in my department who is qualified to do the mid-month reports. Normally they would be due tomorrow, but since February is short, the mid-month mark is today, the 14th. I tried to request today off, but I had to fight to even get the half day. Ugh. My boss didn't even want to approve that. You have to be here anyway to do the reports. Might as well stay and let people who actually need the day off have to. Yeah, she did. She's always been a bit indirectly dismissive of our relationship. Weird little comments here and there that have just enough plausible deniability that I'm never really sure if she means anything by them, but yeah. I didn't manage to get out a response before she walked away, but I put in the request anyway. She sort of had to approve it since I put it in something like 5 weeks in advance before any of those people she thinks deserve it more than me. No, she didn't, really. Though, as much as she tries and fails to hide it, she doesn't really like me. But to my surprise, she approved the request without saying anything else. Well, a couple of days ago, apparently, one of the other girls in the department tried to request a day off. And my boss was trying to tell me that I would have to stay to cover a shift because we couldn't both be out. And it's not like there was anyone else she could have asked. I told her in no uncertain terms that I was already compromising with her by only taking a half day. Which she already approved weeks earlier that I obviously made Valentine plans with my lovely girlfriend. And that if she was going to continue discriminating against the two of us, then she was welcome to accept my immediate resignation. Well, I'm here now. But it was the final straw for me, so I did submit my 2 weeks notice anyway. Meaning that she'll have to find someone else to do the end of the month reports. Hey, are you okay? You seem pretty upset all of a sudden. Sweetheart, you can't really expect me to not notice that your ears are folded over when I'm petting them. Nor that you've curled into me in that way that you really only do when you're upset about something. I mean, obviously I won't pry if it's something you don't want to talk about. Or aren't ready to, but you can talk to me about obviously anything. I'll be here to listen. You know that, right? Good. And again, I won't pry for details, but are you okay? Did I say anything or do anything that made you upset? That's good. And that's okay. If you aren't ready to talk about it, then that's totally fine. I mean, you don't even have to tell me at all. If you don't want to. It's just, I love you, and I'm worried about you, you know? would you like me to keep giving you head pats and scratchies while we sit here? I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. You're the most affectionate, cuddly person I've ever met. You know that? The insatiable cuddle monster with her enchanting warmth and softness and her fluffy tail that wraps around you and traps you against her. Her loud roaring purr. Her shy yet assertive demeanor that's far too cute to resist. But I guess that's cats are predator creatures, so maybe I shouldn't be too surprised that my sweet little neko girlfriend, who acts all cool and aloof out in public, is secretly such a diabolical, adorable little cuddle monster. What was that, sweetheart? What do you mean, that's what you're upset about? You're upset about being the cuddle monster? I'm sorry. I was just teasing. I didn't mean... Don't say those sort of stuffs about your stuff, sweetheart. Okay? Maybe I do a lot of things for you, or I indulge you, or whatever it is exactly that you feel guilty about. But listen, that isn't any kind of burden to me. You make me happy, and I just want my princess here to be happy. And seeing your smile, or the way your ear perks, or any of the many other ways you brighten my day. That's more than enough for me, okay? Besides, it's not like you don't do things for me, and regardless, I'm very much not interested in keeping score or anything anyway. That's what contracts are for, not romances. I mean, I guess so, kinda, but even if we were married, I don't think that marriage are the same sort of contract, you know. And even if they were, I still don't want that. That's not at all what a relationship is about for me. And either way, have I ever told you, darling, that you're too much, or that you're high maintenance or anything like that? Exactly. And sure, sometimes I'm busy and can't do something at the exact moment, but I always try to make it up to you when I can, you know. I get to set my boundaries, and if I want to spoil my precious little princess, then, well, you're going to get spoiled. But, sweetheart, you shouldn't be worried about crossing some boundary I haven't even told you about. That wouldn't be fair at all, would it? Right. I'd tell you if there was an issue, okay? Just like I hope you'd tell me if there was anything I was doing that made you upset. Oh, and I think you're forgetting that I enjoy cuddling and petting you just about as much as you do. Of course I do. You're warm, soft, and fluffy. You make me feel safe and loved and relaxed. I mean, you can't actually be surprised that I like spending time with my girlfriend, can you, princess? Aw, there's that cute little smile of yours again. That's what I like to see. Are you feeling better now? But... Listen, sweetheart. I know that people say things about me, about us, that two women can't be together, or that humans and nekos, or other hybrids for that matter, can't be together, or whatever. And yeah, I do get frustrated about that, not because it's directed at me, but because, quite frankly, I don't think whom I'm dating is any of their business. Regardless of whom they're saying it about, they shouldn't be saying it. Why do they even care anyway? I don't love you despite you being a neko. I love you, princess. All of you, more than I've ever loved anyone else. That's what's important to me. And if this is a price for the honor of being your girlfriend, then it's a price I'll pay without hesitation, because you are absolutely worth it to me. So, are you feeling a bit better now? Hopefully I didn't fluster you too much. Good. Do you want to start getting ready for our date? And then we can head out? I was thinking about wearing that cute little dress I have that we both like. Yeah? Perfect. I know I'm comfortable to lay on, but you're going to have to get up if you want me to be able to get dressed silly. Good girl. Come on, let's go get ready.